Go ahead and open this. Hey, you guys. Hey, everyone. I am just still getting the end of things set up. So if you are hopping on and you are over on the YouTubes, because you guys got set up first, if you're over on the YouTubes, welcome to the replay. Let me know you're there. Let me know you are there. But I am just trying to get everything else set up properly. Let's see. I have extra light on. There we go. Facebook, you guys, the camera's still crooked. There we go. Let's fix Facebook. Hey, people over on the TikTok and TikTok space. How is it going? Okay, Facebook, I can't fix that camera. We just got to keep on moving. Today's January 30th. We're back again. We're back. All right, that's good enough. Hey, my notary buddies over on TikTok. How's it going? How's it going? You guys, welcome. I am just still trying to get all the things set up. And let's see. Music's loud. That's just going to be the song that by the time this song's over, I got to have everything good and running. And we going to start our conversation. Facebook, the camera is not focusing. Let's try it again. Focus. It's struggling tonight. Anyway, let's go ahead and go live. We are there. Hey, welcome everybody over on TikTok. How's it going? Look, if y'all looking behind me, y'all can see all my my makeshift work setup back there. Because I had another busy day today. I wouldn't say overly busy, but it was busy enough. I will get back to that in a second. And all right, let's go ahead and mute that. Hey, Candace, how's it going? Let's see. Come on. Oh, install later. Oh, no. Oh, dang, I hit the wrong button. Well, anyway, that's going to be trying to install an update on my iPad. So let me just go ahead and pull TikTok up on my computer screen. That way I can see questions better. How are you guys going? How are you doing? Let me know where you're from. If you're logging in over on TikTok, hey, Facebook, I see we got 3 of you guys over there already. Welcome. As I'm trying to get this last little bit. What Coach Ty talking about? Look, she just popped up on my TikTok on my desktop. Even though she ain't on live. Hey, Ty, what's up? Let me pull up the live. I need to see. Come on. Comments. Since I just set my iPad to update. There we go. All right. There we go. Now I can see comments. Hey, how's it going, guys? Let me know where you guys are tuning in from. Let me mute myself so I don't hear myself. Hey, Miss Candace. Hey, Miss Blueprint. I know there's quite a few other of you guys on as well. Facebook, how's it going? Miss Tamika, are you on here? Miss Tamika, over on Facebook, let me know. Okay, let's mute that, and we got to go to music without lyrics. So we're not competing for sound. Alrighty, there we go. So let's go ahead and move over, fat dog. My dog's stopping my chair from rolling. All right, let's do the welcome. Sorry about that, y'all. Hey, everybody, how's it going? My name is Ladero Wharf, and I am with the Notary Know-How, Georgia. If you are new here or if you are true here, you guys know that this is a space that I have loved, that I put together, and I love to create a space for our notary buddies to get together, to learn, to grow, to share ideas, to talk about marketing, to talk about this notary business and how to freaking grow it, right? And make it a real business and stop being a hobby. That's what I do here Monday through Friday. We talk about good tips. We talk about good tricks. We talk about the business, the ins and outs, whatever y'all want to talk about, just let me know and we'll talk about it. If you are an experienced notary, welcome. If you are a Notary that's already doing it but still kind of new, welcome. Or if you are brand spanking new, welcome as well. And if you've never heard the term notary, don't know what we do, but you are interested because I popped up on your FYP page, then welcome as well. So everybody that's catching this on the replay over on the Facebook group and also YouTube, I appreciate you guys being here. Sound off. Let me know that you're there as well. You feel free to drop your questions in the comments and I will circle back to them and get to you guys as well. We leave nobody behind here. The only people we leave behind are the ones that keep their mouths shut. So welcome to the group. Welcome to everything. First a few housekeeping things. Look, I already appreciate it. Who is this? Miss Lisa. I see that you did request to join the Notary Buddy community. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I will make sure I get you in. So that's what I was going to start with, that free house or the housekeeping. You guys see this right here? This is the Notary. If you're on TikTok, this is the free Notary Buddy community. It's absolutely free to join. So inside this community, we get to chat. We get to do the same thing we're doing here, but in a more open space, a more open forum. How did you join the group? You click on my profile, like, you know, if you're on TikTok anyway, click on my profile button, banner, whatever you call it, go to the link in my bio. Right? And when you get there, it's going to bring up a Linktree looking page. It is a first yellow button. That first yellow button is that's the invite to the community. So please fill out the 3 questions. It's only 3, y'all. It's only 3. Fill out those 3 questions, and then I will see and I will put you in the community. For my Georgia Notary Buddies, if you, pardon me, when you join the community for my Georgia Notary Buddies, make sure you put that you are a Georgia commissioned notary or becoming commissioned in Georgia, so I can put you in our closed Georgia group. Because inside the community, we do have a closed group for Georgia notaries, because I myself I'm a Georgia notary, and we can talk all things Georgia. We can talk about rules, we can talk about laws, we can talk about ethics, we can talk about things that you should and shouldn't do. And it's your business. You can always take it with a grain of salt, but we gonna be covering Georgia stuff specifically. So if you got questions, drop them in there. And I got you. So let's see what we got. Let's go ahead and do the welcomes. Let's do the welcomes. Uh-oh, TikTok went away. Hold on. Live is paused. There we go. We're back. Sorry about that. Maybe. Come on. I think I'm live. If you guys can hear me, we're good. Sorry about that. Fat fingers. Hey, Miss Alicia, how's it going? Hey, Angel, how's it going? Rena, Kiki, Peaches, how's it going? Bonita, Robin, Alexander, 82. Oh, C Alexander, C_Alexander. Just Marcy, how's it going? Go DJ Unstoppable. Welcome back. Design, Miracle Moore, Patricia Brown, Sharon, 5 people. Who's this? Trice RN, welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, Amy, how's it going? And Miss Candace, I definitely mentioned you earlier. Miss Blueprint 24, welcome on, welcome on. Hey, you guys, let's go ahead and whatever question you guys have. So this includes my Notary Buddies over on Facebook. What questions y'all got? Drop them in there so I can get to them, as well as over on YouTube. I believe I can see your comments, so go ahead and drop comments. And y'all TikTok, y'all already know. Fill that chat up with questions. Fill it up, fill it up. We have let me find notes. Hold on. What are we going to be talking about today? If you guys saw my video that I posted earlier, sorry, I only posted on TikTok. I didn't get to post it in a Facebook group yet. But the video I posted on TikTok earlier, I was sharing just about, it was an ethics question, right? You guys probably saw it. You guys saw the question about, let me turn the camera a little bit so I can see better. So you guys saw my question. So it was posed in one of the notary groups that I'm in about how do people feel, or would you cancel if there's 2 appointments to go out? You accept the first one. You say, yes, you're available. You coordinate it. And let's say it's a little bit further. I'm not talking about a lot. It's a little bit further and they paid you a little bit less money, but the timing, the mileage, everything works. The money works for you. And you accept it, right? And then another signing comes out. We're specifically talking about signing requests, right? Another signing comes out and it's a little bit closer to your home, but they pay you a little bit more money. Would you cancel the first one and take the second one? That was a question I posed earlier, and I saw that a lot of you are already commenting on it. And I shared if you didn't watch it, go back and watch that video. I shared my take on it and how that was something very common. Sorry, y'all, the hair keep falling. Something that was very common in my last business on, what we would do, right? Hold on. There we go. It was very common that we'd have requests or something like that, but we always stood on ethics, right? Our business, that one and this one, is ran on 100% ethics. And I kept the first appointment. I would have kept the first appointment, and I will talk to them, and I will make sure that the time that we had set works for them. If that time didn't, and they're like, oh, let's move it up an hour earlier, I'm like, let me make sure that's cool. If it was cool, then I would take the second one, right? And I try to get them both done. I would never cancel one appointment just to take a second appointment because the second one made me more money. That's just me personally. So take my word with a grain of salt, but I ran my business on the ethics I believe in, right? Because I ain't a fool. Look. If y'all also saw that video, y'all know I was shopping for shoes. Look, I got some shoes. I couldn't decide, so I got 2 pair of shoes. I did pick up 2 pair of shoes, but that was on TikTok. Everybody else can't see. Oh, my Facebook buddies, you guys can. Just it's super delayed, so I don't know where the camera is right now for you. Anyway, that's unnecessary. Right there. Well, where it is. There. See your Facebook? Y'all are just gonna stare at all my piles of shoes and mess because I can't fix the camera tonight. There we go. Maybe that works. But let's see what we got for you guys over on TikTok. Let's see. What happened to the music? There we go. That feels way better. Miss Candy, hi. Miss Candace, hi. Blueprint, I said hi to you already as well. Let's see. Rena said I think that's how you say it, right? Rena. 0732. I'm located in Atlanta and I have been thinking about becoming a notary. Well, hey, welcome. What questions you have? And like, if you missed it in the beginning, join the free Notary Buddy community, right? You can ask me more stuff in there. Just let me know you're interested in becoming a notary in Georgia, and I'll put you in the Georgia group where we talk all things Georgia over there, and of course, building business. So we do it all. So yeah, I personally think becoming a notary is great. Let me say this right now. I'm never gonna lie to you and say go ahead and quit your real day job, not your real job, your daytime job, your 9 to 4, whatever you do, however you're paying your bills right now, right? Don't quit that to become a notary, especially not in Georgia, because you're gonna be eating ramen and beans every day. Ask me how I know. I don't eat beans, but ask me how I know. It's a thing. We just don't have it as lucrative as many other states, and all these educators out here is gonna sell you a course want you to believe. That's not how Georgia works. That's not how we operate. You got to build your business out here. You have to put in a legwork. You gotta go. You don't have to physically go knock on doors, but I'm just saying that for my real estate days. You got to go knock doors. You got to, what do they say? Shake hands and kiss babies. You got to go do that to make the business work out here in Georgia. And there are a lot of people, let's call them our more experienced notaries, if you will, that have been doing this for quite a long time. And I think they kind of get a little bit jaded saying, it's not that hard. You don't have, I'm like, look, madam, you've been doing this for 15 years. Your clientele is already built in, right? For people who are new, it's gonna take a minute. It's gonna take a couple years. You guys, I am going into my 4th year being a notary in Georgia, and things are finally starting to equalize for me. The first year I played around because I had other businesses that I was running, right? And so the notary became the new business that's on the side. And then the second year it took over. It became my primary business because I started closing all those other businesses down just because we couldn't maintain it financially. And so I had to start closing stuff down. We start selling parts of our businesses off. And then officially all of last year, notary is the only way that I was making money. Yes, I did take like two, maybe 3 part-time jobs here and there. But y'all, I walk off a job so quick. I'm like, okay, it's been 6 weeks. I can't handle this. I got to go bye. And I just go focus back on my notary business, right? But I'm honestly saying, like, going into my 4th year, I finally start to levelize and equalize in this business where it can pay my bills, right? It doesn't cover everything yet, but it takes time. So who was that? Ms. Rena? I think that's how you say it, right? Ms. Rena, I still support you becoming a notary. I just want to keep it real with you because I ain't gonna never let nobody tell you a lie on my platform. In my circle, right? So if you're willing to put in the work, fantastic. And if you want to just have this be like a fill-in side, I don't want to call it a side hustle because it's not that. But if you want it to be like a side production of income, production of revenue, that can work as well, right? It works either way. I have some of my notary buddies here in Georgia. They have full-time jobs. They're good. They're fine. They just want an extra $200 a month. Notary does that for them. There's some that wants an extra $1,000 a month. Notary does that for them. There's couple other that needs like a couple $1,000s a month. If you work at Notary, we'll do that for you as well. Who is this, Miss Connie? How's it going, Miss Connie? Oh, okay. Trice RN said it's Erica. How's it going, Miss Erica? I will try to remember that. I will try to call you Miss Erica from now on. Angel, how's it going? How's it going? Let's see. I saw another question. Oh, Connie, Miss Connie Boss. I think that's who she is. Wants to know, how do you become licensed notary in the state of Georgia? Miss Connie, as a notary, we are commissioned. And so I just wanted to make that distinction. It's different than a license, right? Sometimes for licensing, you have to go to school. You have to do all these other kind of things. You are bound by, we're both bound by certain things, but a license seems to carry more weight, right? You can be de-licensed. I think that's what it's called. Your license can be taken away. Can you be decommissioned as a notary? Absolutely. But as far as us notaries, I don't know where you are, but the first thing, Miss Connie, whatever state that you're in, check with your state's Secretary of State. So go, like, Google Secretary, I don't know where you are. I'm just going to throw Alabama out there, right? Go Google Alabama Secretary of State, put notary behind it, right? And it'll show you the exact steps and the requirements in your state to become a commissioned notary. For us out here in Georgia, we, starting at the very beginning, you have to be 18 years old. You have to live or work inside of Georgia, right? You have to live or work inside of the state. You can live in Florida, but if you work in Georgia, you can still become a commissioned notary. You also need to fill out an application. Let me see. You have to fill out an application. On the application, you have to have two people to vouch for your character, right? So 2 people to do that, and then you pay the fees. And also, before you pay the fees, we now have a required test in Georgia. It's going to take about, if you do the study material and the test, it takes about an hour, maybe 2. Right? If you're a little bit, if you need more time to digest the information, and then you go pay the fines, not the fines, you pay the fees, and you be commissioned. It's each state's a little bit different. Before January 1st, Georgia was super easy. You just go pay, you fill out your application and pay the fees. Stop saying fines. Pay the fees and you're a notary. But behind that comes a lot of education, right? That's the thing I think people ask about, but they don't know that they're asking, right? I think that's what they mean underneath it. There is education. If your state does not require education, one of my notary buddies told me, who sent me an email? Who is this? Y'all know I'm busy. One of my notary buddies told me in Florida there used to be 8 hours, or there probably still is 8 hours of education. Who is this? My iPad's back on. Look, y'all messing up my... You messing up my FaceTime live. Oh, it's my niece. Hey, Bookaboo.
It's my iPad.
Oh, hi. Guess what? I'm doing... Why are you not talking? You called me, and I'm in the middle of a live right now. I'm talking to millions and millions of people. You want to see the baby? I will talk to you tomorrow, okay?
Say bye-bye.
I can't see your face. I'll turn the iPad down so I can see you. Hi. I'll talk to you later, okay? Bye. I need to hang up. These people waiting.
Alright.
Okay, bye. Oh my gosh. That was my niece. She's 2, yeah? 2, she's going on 3 this year. That was my niece giving me a call. I guess she got a hold of my sister's iPad, and now she knows how to call people. She sees, you know how kids see your face and they touch it, and then it just calls you? She used to call us constantly. 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, whenever she's waking up for a bottle. Oh, I don't know what 2-year-olds do. I don't have kids. I don't know what they do. I don't have little kids. But yeah. Anyway, let's get back on topic. Where were we? Education, notary education, get some. Don't go without it. I got my stamp. What is my next step? Who is this? Miss T. Owens. Miss T. Owens, did you say you were in Georgia? What's going on? Something's not working. Okay, there we go. Miss T. Owens, you probably did. Okay, you are in Georgia. I just skipped down. I saw it. Congratulations on getting your stamp. Congratulations. Welcome to the Notary Buddy community. Let's do a dance, right? Let's do a dance for you. But what's the next step? The next step, I think I already mentioned it. Get some education, right? Get some training. Because did you become commissioned before January 1st? So did you skip the required Georgia training? Look, all that training is doing is keeping you out of jail pretty much. It ain't teaching you how to be a notary. They're just giving you some, hey, this is good information to know. So that is like knowledge-based training, but it's not actuality training. So the next thing is, what do you want to do with your notary stamp? Are you trying to like, do you have financial goals you're trying to hit? Or like, are you trying to give back to the community? What's your thing that you're trying to do? Miss Danielle Tapley, you just reached level 2. I don't know what that means, but we gonna celebrate it because TikTok told me to celebrate you. I don't know. Oh, look, let me stop pressing buttons. I'm about to get distracted. Okay, there's a birthday cake on the screen for Danielle. We gonna leave it there for a minute. We gonna leave it there for a while. I have no idea what that means. But Miss T. Owens, woof, y'all, sorry. Hey, doggo, you gotta move. Come on, get up, please. Please go over there. Go. Nieces, dogs, everybody distracting me tonight. Go. Good heavens. Woof. Anyway, so Ms. T. Owens, yes. Education, that's the next thing to do, right? Education. First of all, let's see what your goals are in your business because it depends on what your goals are, how aggressive I'm going to recommend you be, right? But get some notary education. Look, of course, my channel is about the free education. You can join the Notary Buddy community if you're over on TikTok. I do have it on the screen, but go to the link in my bio, join, click on that link. It's the first yellow button. Join the community if you haven't already, right? Go. I have a whole learning section in there, right? Go see what's in there. See if it's helpful to you. I do have to put this disclaimer though. I do not consider myself a notary education person, right? There's a lot of other people out there that do it and they do it very well. I am putting some stuff together because you guys keep asking me about it, but I love to be supplemental, right? I love to fill in the cracks. Like, where are your knowledge gaps? And I will either help you along the way, teach you some stuff, or I will recommend somebody for you to go and connect with. That's where I feel best that I shine. Can I do the training? Absolutely. But if I do that, then all my energy is going to go to that. I don't get to do stuff like this, right? I've been on that side before. I've done it in prior businesses. It takes a lot to maintain. And so I give y'all stuff as it comes out. Like if I release a new training into my community, it's because it's something I'm doing actively right now. And I always document my process and I just throw it as a training for you guys, right? So yeah, knowing where to start. So let's have a deeper conversation. Join the community, send me a message in there. And we'll talk and keep asking questions. Please don't stop asking your questions because if you have questions that come up during this live, I will answer them for you. Let's see. Let's power through some of these. YouTube. I'm labor here. Okay. Hey, Miss Tamika. I was asking about you earlier, seeing where you were. I got a question for you. I saw your post in the Facebook group, Miss Tamika. I know it's one of those things surrounding we're just gonna call it ethics, right? Let's have a combo about that $40. I want to understand what happened. I want to understand what happened there. So let's talk about it. You posted it in the group already, so we're gonna talk about it. If you don't want to talk about it while we're live here, because you got to do a bunch of typing, we can talk about it later. But I got questions. Let's see, Miss Lisa. No, I will go to the first one. Interrogate. Okay, yeah. Okay, cool, Miss Lisa. Well, I'm finally getting to the first question I talked about earlier. I'm finally getting to it. Y'all, I think I figured out a system on the computer. I will highlight the question I'm on, like drag and highlight it. And so when it jumps around, I can just go back to what's highlighted. Makes it super easy. Hey, Ms. Mumby, how's it going? Miss Adriana asks, how can we help undocumented immigrants as notaries? Miss Adriana, I'm going to be 100% honest with you. That is above my pay grade. That is 100% above my pay grade. Look, I would, first of all, chat with immigration attorneys. It's just not my space, right? I would chat with immigration attorneys and see, hey, what assistance can we provide as notaries to you and your clients? They all scrambling right now. Right? So see what we can do, because that may be something that you can do a lot of good in. That's a space you can do a lot of good in. And also, apart from connecting with attorneys, connect with what are they called? I always say the wrong thing, but the people who assist with immigration, that process They're not attorneys, so they can't give legal advice. But y'all know who I'm talking about, right? There's I have a notary buddy. Where you at? Ferline, where you at? She helps people with their immigration stuff, their paperwork, submitting it on their behalf, all that kind of stuff. Check with them. That's their wheelhouse. They will have ideas on how best we can help as notaries, right? And I believe, ooh, let me make sure I can't text myself. Oh, yes, I can. I'll text myself from my computer. Hold on. I will text myself real quick and say, I was texting myself somebody's name. I don't know. Oh, I know who that is. Miss Deidre, I already got you in the community. I'm going to text myself and to make sure I ask this because I do have a lunch with two ladies that do immigration sometime next week, and I will ask them, and I'll come back and give you guys some info. Ask Ferline, because I know she over on Facebook, and Toya about immigration and notaries right now, because all of our birthdays are like within a week of each, like in the same week, and so we gonna go out and do a birthday lunch together. And so I'm just texting myself this to make sure I ask them about it. Texting, that's what I do. I text myself my notes, and I just don't open them until I'm ready to deal with it. Alrighty. Ms. Blah says, Florida, welcome. Yes, Ms. T. Owens, I did see you in Georgia. Ms. Mumby, I'm so happy I got my postcard today. Yes, good. Drop it in, like, if you don't mind, drop a picture in the community. I want to see what they look like. If you didn't already, go ahead and drop it in the community. I'm excited to see what your postcards look like. Yep, Diane, it is. Look, this notary business had me out here eating ramen for days, for months, out in Georgia trying to figure this thing out. It ain't no lie, y'all. Ooh, it can be tough. I want to become a remote notary. What services can I offer being remote? Miss J, it depends on what state you're in. Did you tell me already? So Miss J Monday, I think that's how it is. J Monday, it depends on what state you're in. Because just like ours, like regular notary, like mobile notary, notary public, traditionally, the certain states we're allowed to do things and some so we're not allowed to do other things, right? And a lot of y'all may be thinking like, oh, a notary is a notary. How can we not be allowed to do certain things? Look, in Georgia, let me give you an example. The type of notarization that I can do is let's say somebody brings, I don't want to hold, oh, this is just a receipt, so I can hold this up. Her name on it, I'll cover it. So let's just say this is a document that somebody wants to be notarized, right? And they're like, hey, I need a copy. I need a certified, or I need a copy of this document to be notarized. In the state of Georgia, I have two options. I can take this document, put it on my printer, and copy it, and then fill out the form. I know Ladero Wharf, notary of Georgia, blah, 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 certify that this is a true copy made by my hand, right? And notarize it. Or I can tell the client, I'll say, hey, you bring me the copy, and then I can notarize a different form that says this copy, the client claims that this copy is a true copy that they made, not me as a notary, and sign it and notarize it. Even though that sounds very similar, there's some states out there that are banned from doing the first. They cannot copy documents for clients because even though they're notaries, right? So it's just like that. The original question was about Ron, right? So it depends on your state, what your state allows you to do as a remote online notary. Again, I can't do that in Georgia, so it's not my space, but I understand enough to give you that answer, right? So some states you cannot notarize estate plans, right? Some states, if I'm not mistaken, if they haven't raised it, you cannot, this is remotely, you cannot do, I think I'm lying because I think it's all states now that allow it. But before, you cannot do a real estate transaction, right? There's some states you cannot do a power of attorney and have it accepted if you notarize it remotely. But if y'all that do remote out there, if I'm lying, please correct me. Because again, it's not my wheelhouse, right? But I do know in my research, there's some. Miss Georgia Peach, you said you're wondering how. Did I miss your question from earlier? I know I had to log on a little bit later on my computer, so I might have missed it. So if you're still here, Miss Georgia Peach, if you already put it in there, I will get to it. But re-ask your question. You're wondering how what? Georgia 2 Peach 13. Angel says, I took the mini email marketing course in the community. It was very helpful. I'm glad. Good, good, good. I am glad that was helpful. Look, I'm glad it is mini. I ain't gonna lie. It's short. I did that on purpose, but I do have like, I kid you not, like 3 other modules that go along with it. I just have them locked right now because I'm not ready to release them just because I don't feel like everything's in there. But I think I'm just going to go ahead and turn them on, and whatever in there is in there, and I'll add to it. So whenever I add something to an existing course, you guys will be notified. I did turn the notifications off recently just because I was putting a lot of stuff in, taking stuff out, trying to rearrange stuff. And I realized that every time I do that and it notifies you guys, I pay for that. So I'm like, oh crap. So I turned the training what is it? The learning tab notifications off, but all the education and stuff is still there. And guess what? If y'all didn't hear me, it's free. But yeah, I will be having more stuff to turn on and put in the email marketing for you guys. But honestly, it's just going to be a repeat of what's already there. I will just show examples of different industries because I know for some of us, it doesn't click until I show that specific example, right? So that's what's all coming. Miss Del Shaw, Miss Sean, oh Sean, Miss Del Shawn says she's in from Kentucky. She's coming in from Kentucky. Notary and NSA here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How's it going, sis? How's it going? Danielle, oh, thank you for the gifts. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Where'd your little birthday cake go? It's not. I realize it's not showing on my computer or my iPad. So I guess it's only showing on my phone where I'm streaming from. But I don't know if you can see it. Danielle, there's a birthday cake on the screen. TikTok told me to give you a birthday cake, and I sure did. So I see it on my screen, so I can see it. So let's see where we are. Ms. Danielle said, I finally finished the email marketing class you made for the community. Good. Hey, look, it's there. It ain't going nowhere. Take your time. I will never get on somebody for like not getting something done. We got life. Life be lifing. We're all adults. We know what we should be doing and we know what we should not be doing. It's your schedule. It's your life. It's your business. The only time that I will ever be that guy if you specifically say, hey, hold my toes, hold my feet. Yeah, that's the phrase. Hold my feet to the fire. This is my goal and I specifically want to hit it. Then I'm be like, what'd you do? Did you do this? Why you didn't do this? Please let me know why you didn't do this. Look, if you ain't gonna do it, don't waste my time, right? So I will never be that guy unless you ask for that person. And I'm not that good at being that guy because I do stuff myself and I'm like, I know I should need to get this done. I just didn't do it. Miss Dion says, I saw the $40 post and forgot to read the comments. I want to know what people said. I don't know if many people posted about it or put comments on it. Or maybe we're talking about a different $40 post. Well, it wasn't when I looked at it earlier today, right? Because I've been in and out today. I've been in and out the house. Let's see. Hey, Miss Marilyn. Hello. Besides your scheduled appointment, what does your day look like to generate clients? Ooh, let's talk about that. Let me get through these over here, then I'll come back to Facebook because I want to give you guys some dedicated time. Lisa says NGOs. Oh, are you answering my question about the immigration people? Maybe? Because I don't know what NGOs mean, Miss Lisa. Let me know. Lisa's Jewelry Lounge. Live in Michigan. How do I get started? Is this Miss Sticks? Miss Sticks and Stones. Hey, first thing is same thing. Everybody, go to your state. Literally Google Michigan Secretary of State Notary or become a notary in Michigan. Do not go to, there's going to be a lot of ads on there, right? There's going to be like, let's just say for example, there's going to be the NNA. There's going to be other people trying to sell you their education. No, skip them first. Or skip them and first go to your Secretary of State or whoever is in charge of your notaries. Out here in Georgia, it's the clerk's authority. They're the ones who are in charge of notaries, so they're the one who give us information on the process. So just look it up for Michigan, see what your step-by-step is, complete those steps, make sure that you are eligible, first of all, right? And then start going through the process. If Michigan has required training, then take the required training, right? I can't speak for every state's training. But even if your state does have required training, hey, I appreciate that thing above my head. I really appreciate that, Danielle. But if your state does have required training, there's also supplemental training that I highly recommend, right? And it doesn't have to be from any particular person. Just find somebody who jives with you and your learning style, and have them teach you the ins and outs of being a notary. Have them, yes, you can learn from anybody in the country. I think it's amazing if you do learn from somebody in your area, because not only can they teach you the rules, if they know them, of being a notary, right? And enhance that for you. Because this is our Georgia handbook. It is only 116 pages. There's so much stuff that's not covered in here about being a notary, right? That's why I say have somebody locally enhance it for you, so you know how to be a amazing notary and a damn good Michigan notary, right? Make sure you have that. Hey, Miss Constance, how's it going? How's it going? Look, I just saw you jumped on here. Y'all, look, y'all. Look, I'm about to throw it out there. Y'all, please go ahead and encourage Miss Constance to come talk to us one of these nights. I've been watching some of the things that she's been doing and have going on. She is amazing. So please encourage her to come talk to y'all some of these nights. We gonna work it out together. I appreciate you being here. So hopefully that did answer your question on how to get started in Michigan. But then again, I think there's also more. That's a loaded question, right? That was the easy part. How do I get my commission? But then I think, again, the more loaded part of that question is, how do I start this business? How do I do this as a business in Michigan, right? Let's keep chatting though. Let's do it. Let's keep on. First step, you already know. Get commissioned. Miss Danielle, I also went to drop off my business cards to some assisted living places. Yes. Miss Danielle, this is a thing I said it before, and I don't mention it quite enough. This is the thing, you got to be consistent with it, right? You got to consistently drop off those cards. This is for everybody. But I have had more success in connecting with the events coordinator there. That's the general title for them, right? Sometimes they can be called the lifestyle coordinator, the happiness coordinator, whatever each community want to call that person. You want to connect with them, right? I connected with them. I can't tell you what to do. I connected with them because out here in Georgia, I know California, you guys have to have certain people involved. Out here in Georgia, we don't have all that red tape. So I connected with the events coordinator because this is the person that's constantly trying to put on events for the community, constantly trying to do something for members of the community of the assisted living facilities, right? And they always need things to do. I know it may not be exactly what you're looking for, but guess what? There can be a 45-minute notary event. I've done events for the assisted living community, right? Specifically at that time, did I get any notarizations? No, I did not make money. I did not do any notarizations. But guess what? The community, the members, the residents, let's call them residents of the location, they see my face, right? I'm being introduced to them by a trusted member of the team. And anytime somebody needs a notary, guess who they're calling? Right? There's other notaries that drop off their cards. There are. I will take other notaries' cards because I like to give people options because I may not jive with them, right? I like to give hey, give me some of your cards. I don't care. I'll drop them off. This is your service area too. I'll take them. I don't care. I'm already over there. But me going that extra step and connecting with that person, because yes, I've tried going after the manager, the head person who's in charge. They have too much dang on stuff to worry about, and they they are friendly with the residents. Yes, they know them by name, but the residents don't see them nearly as much as they see the events coordinator. Want to know an even better person to connect with? The kitchen staff. The kitchen staff. They see them every day, multiple times a day. Get a kitchen staff to know that you're a notary. That's how you're going to get some business. But yes, keep dropping them cards off, girl. Keep dropping them off. Also, they are part of my email. Oh, y'all saw it if y'all watched the email marketing mini course. They are part of my email marketing as well. I need to redo it because I know it stopped at this point because I did like I do 6 or 8 months. I will write 6 or 8 months. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it stopped at this point of worth of emails. And they're just automatically scheduled through my CRM to go to them, right? The only reason that they will stop is if one, I run out of emails, or two, they opt out. It's showing on my side. Okay, good. Everything's showing on your side too. Good. The birthday cake, yeah. We're gonna leave that cake up there all night. Let's see. Miss Lisa, non-governmental organization. Oh, okay. They assist applications with they assist applicants with completing applications. Look, Miss Lisa giving y'all some free game. So reach out to immigration attorneys, reach out to NGOs, reach out to whoever they are to ask them how we can help, because that's community in need right now, right? It's community in need right now. Ms. Mumpy said, I need to know what good book to read for estate planning. Miss Mumpy, I don't know if it's particularly I know we all have different learning styles, but when you say you want to read a book for estate planning, are we talking about just so you have the knowledge of what the purpose of an estate plan is, or are just to know how to market for it, build a business around it, all that kind of stuff? Look, y'all can throw recommendations out there. I just have to tell you what I know of because it exists. I think, what is it? Your passports to oh my gosh, I'm trying to say the way she says this is I think it's your passports to apostilles. You can find it on Amazon. It's by Judy Lawrence and Bill Soroka. So let me know. I don't know, because tell me what's the reason of wanting to have that book, right? Or a book. Passport for apostilles, or your passport to apostilles. Yeah, it's on Amazon. It's by Judy Lawrence. Right now on my Amazon account, it's saying that if you're in Kindle Unlimited, it's free. You can get it. I think that's where I have it, because I do pay for Kindle Unlimited. Audible, it's $8. Excuse me. And paperback, if you want it, is $24. You know what? Actually, there's another one. Judy's previous book. I have this one. I think I have them both because there was a Black Friday sale. Judy has a previous book on Kindle. If you want to read on your iPad, your phone, or your tablet, or whatever, it's the Apostille Agent Survival Guide. Just search Judy Lawrence on on Amazon, and it's JUDI. That one's 99 cents right now. They're always changing. So it's 99 cents right now. So go and get it because it's good information. I have not compared the two, but I'll read them every now and then, just because I think the one that she did with Bill is just an enhancement to the one that she already had, but the one that she already had was more than sufficient. More than sufficient. It's kind of like guidance. Will it teach you all the ins and outs? I don't know. I don't believe so. But I literally use it to. It's not a cover to cover read for me. It's, hey, this chapter is what I'm looking for, so I'll read that chapter. That's how I use it. Again, it's called a survival guide. Like if you're trying to survive, you look up what you're looking for, right? You don't read it from front cover to cover, but you can. So that's a recommendation for you if that's something you're looking for. Let's get caught up. Saying Miss Constance, I don't know if you're still here, but yes, we would love to have you. Let's you and I chat about having you on to talk to the people. Right, we'll do that in the background, whatever you call it, behind the scenes. We'll do that so we can get you on with the people. I'd love to have you chat because everything I've seen is good stuff. Miss Signatures by AFB. Hey, Notary family, how's it going? Sticks and Stone said I definitely answer a question. Oh, I got to speed up. Event coordinators, got it. Yep, that's who you want to talk to. Recreation coordinator, yep, Miss T. Owens. They call it all different kind of names. I go to, I don't even know how many I go to, but I have a list. I showed you guys in the class. I think I have a list of 17 or 27, one of them, of the facilities in my area that I could market to. I don't go to all of them, right? And ones that I've been to as well, they're on that list. Some of them are just too far. But yeah, every single one of them call themselves something different. It's so funny. Let's see. Awesome idea. Good evening. Hey, Miss Peaches, how's it going? Danielle 8, Perfect Purpose. Hey, I appreciate the follow. Who is this? Once in a Blue Moon. I appreciate it. Ms. Mumpy, you are welcome. Yes, please send me a message. I will do so, Miss Constance. I will definitely do so. I will definitely do so. Alrighty, now let's get over to Facebook. Miss Marilyn and Miss Tamika had some stuff. Sorry, Facebook, the camera likes to go out of focus when I constantly like turn my head and all that kind of stuff. Y'all will be back in focus in a second. But Facebook, Miss Marilyn says, besides your scheduled appointment, what does your day look like to generate clients? Miss Marilyn, I got to be honest with you. I am very bad on that front. I'm call it what it is, lazy. So my client generation, when I'm not active, let's do it in two parts. Active versus non-active, because I'm in a non-active space right now, aka lazy space. And my bank account reflects that. But in my non-active, hold on. Y'all know I'm like a fiend. I gotta have my chapstick. In my non-active time, I just let my Google business profile do that work, right? I let my social media posts, my LinkedIn posts, if I get to them, my email marketing that I have already set up, I let that do my client generation. And honestly, when I'm not doing that kind, like if because I'm not doing it because it's automatically being done, but my day in a non-active status or a non-promotion day time frame, I'm fixing my website because I can do that. I can code, right? I can very lightly code. So I'm changing things in my website. I'm updating my prices. I'm making sure all of my profiles across everything. Who is this? Muhammad S invites you to be a co-host. Okay. Am I co-hosting your stuff? Oh, that's putting you on the screen. I didn't know that was gonna happen. I don't know what's going on. See, y'all TikTok confuses me. Are you there, Mohammed? Cool. Did you have notary questions? Are you just hopped on? I can't hear you. Oh, are we playing a game? Hold on. No. This is a lie. We ain't about to play games. I don't know how to do this. Yeah, no, we're not about to do that right now. I don't know how to undo this. Somebody figure it. Oh, I can't. I'm like, somebody on my team figured it out. I don't have VAs. I don't know why I said that. I'm like, somebody figure it out. Oh, shoot. Okay, there we go. Thanks, Diane. I got it. Anyway, going back over here. Facebook, the camera still has not cleared up. Let's try it again. Let's try something else. But yeah, okay, that was my non-active role for generating leads. I'm just fixing a bunch of backends. I'm getting invoices out to people. I'm catching up on bookkeeping, right? Facebook, I didn't go anywhere. I'm just trying to fix the camera. But on my active side of lead generation, what does that look like? Because I will do it when that bank account gets too low. I start reaching out via email directly. I know there's automations, but I'm reaching out to people businesses specifically. Facebook, I don't know why the camera won't focus anymore. I don't know. But y'all can still hear me. So I will start actively reaching out to people that I've worked with before. If I have some cold leads, right? Somebody a company, I don't do it too much for like the everyday person. I don't think I do it at all for the everyday person, but if there's a company, there's an attorney, there's a law firm, whoever that showed some type of interest in communicating with me, whether that's on social media, I don't do it on this TikTok, but on my business, like my actual notary business TikTok, I do have messages on there from law firms. I just need to remember to check them. I go back and I start communicating and connecting with them. This is a tactic that I use. If I've done all that other stuff already, I do make phone calls as well. I do not do cold calling. I will not cold call. I know that's losing so much money in my business, but I don't do that, right? I will make phone calls to existing clients or past clients, I should say, and just to see how it's going, or text, because I always get permission to text them. Yes, the business owners as well, right? I get permission to text them and I will just, hey, how's it going? Happy New Year. Hope things are going well for you and your business. Let me know if there's anything that I can do to help and make it sound much more professional than that, right? But I'm just spitting it out right now. Then on the other side, I will, this is what I was going to say. I will go and leave Google business reviews, right? If I worked with a company, I just use my notary journal. Look, hey, here's your notary journal. It's on my desk. Come get your business. You worked from my desk the other day. Babe, here, take your journal. I will use my notary journal. I will go through here and I will see what businesses I've worked with, and I will see if they have a presence on Google, right? Or Facebook, because you can leave reviews on there, and I will leave a review. That gets me back in their thoughts, their mind, right? It's just a tactic I use as well. And so I will batch that kind of stuff together. So maybe that was not the exact answer you were looking for, but that's how I do it. And again, I will obviously accept, I think the camera's back. Yay. Okay, Facebook's back. I will accept, I will work with my everyday people that need notaries. Yes, they will use me. Like right now, I have a client who gets an apostille every single month. They're just a regular everyday person, right? And so I have those, but I don't know when that's going to happen. But if I work with a company and I see they have a consistent potential need, right? I'm going to try whatever it is to stay on top of their, like at the top forefront of their minds. So that's what it looks like for me. And I try to work with companies where there is going to be a continuous need, so I don't have to work so hard to get business. Because again, I told you I'm kind of lazy. Y'all know I'll tell you a story, but I'll never tell you a lie. I'm kind of lazy. And I don't say that to be like trying to be funny or facetious or anything like that. I am. I call it efficient. Let's say this. Let's put a pretty ribbon on it. I mean, I love efficiency, and working that damn hard is not efficient. It's not. I'm sorry, it's just not. And so I try to get into a niche where I know I'm going to be consistently needed, and that's why I let the automations, the Google Business Profiles, the LinkedIn's. That's why I let them lead generate for me. And you know what's another secret? This right here, what I'm doing right now, even though I'm helping my notary buddies, 90% of this is to help my notary buddies. Also, this is lead generation for me. Not saying that I chop the videos up and I go and share them somewhere else. I absolutely do not. I have gotten business just from going live with you guys. I've had attorneys pop in for 5 minutes. I'm like, hey, I saw what you were talking about. I went and checked out your page. I have a client that's in Georgia. Do you cover X city? I sure do. That was never my intention, but it does help me as well, right? So that was a lot. And I know you don't have to do what I do, right? You don't. Miss Tanya says, thank you for all the information. You are absolutely welcome. Oh, you guys can see me. Good. It was just coming very blurry on my end. Y'all know how I fight with Facebook. Let's see. Miss Tamika said, it said that it's not ethical. Okay, y'all about to talk about the post that was put in the Facebook group. One of our notary buddies, and this is, look, y'all know we kind here. If you got mud to sling, you need to get out, because this is not where we sling mud. I didn't want to make that clear. So one of our notary buddies posted in a group that she was offered a $40 tip. She didn't take it. The client was slightly offended, but she did tell them to go ahead. I think you say leave a review, right? So she had them leave a review. My question is, I just want to understand like what happened there, right? Not because I know it. I told her, I said, I understand that it comes from like ethical best practice. And look, I talked about ethics early today, right? But is she saying that it was said that it is not ethical to accept tips and as a notary because we are public servants? I know we're not supposed to accept them when working on behalf of a signing service and title companies, but I feel you can accept tips when you're working for yourself. Oh, that was a clarification. That's why I said I had questions. Was that, because I didn't go back and look at the comments. Miss Tamika, were you working, look, I didn't told your name on all the platforms now. Were you working for a signing service during that? Is that what happened? Because I'm glad she mentioned that, because I was going to talk about it. So she is absolutely correct. If she's working with a signing service, do not, it is a bad practice to take tips. It is bad ethics to take tips if we're doing work on behalf of another hiring entity, right? In that situation, I would have said, yep, please leave me a review. Not only on, I don't know if you asked for it on Google. I would have definitely asked for it. Look, I don't care if it is a signing service. I asked them to leave me a review on Google because I showed up. They can leave there's no rule saying they can only leave one Google review. Hell, leave one for me, leave one. They don't even know the signing service exists. Leave one for a title company, for the attorney, for the lender, whoever you worked with. Leave one for all of us. And I will say that. I would say, you know, it would be fantastic if you would do me an amazing favor. I enjoyed our time together today, right? I have a different pitch, if you will, for a review from a signing service. I'm gonna get these documents back over to title, to the lender, to the whoever they're going back to, right? To the attorney. It would be amazing if you could leave me a review, right? I am a notary. I would love a 5-star review. Just letting people know that I show up on time to my appointments and I provide 5-star service, whatever I say, right? And I was like, you know what? Because I always, throughout the signing, I always, what do you call it? Give props to the title company. Well, whoever I see on those documents, that's what I'm giving props to. Title company and the lender, if they're purchased. If it's a sale, obviously it's just the title company, right? Or the attorney. I'm always giving props to them. I'm like, you know what? Even if I never worked with them before, never seen their name before until I got those documents, I'm like, yeah, Mary over at ABC Title, she's pretty cool to work with. I see everything in this document. I won't tell like straight up tell a lie, but I will say, look, everything in this document, like in this package, these documents, it is very well laid out. It's very well put together. So it looks like they've been on top of everything. I wait for them to reply to me, and they're like, yeah, they've been pretty good. I was like, that's awesome. I'll let her know you said she's done a great job. Make sure you let her know as well, right? Let them know I did a great job too. I throw that in there. But yeah, I was waiting for Miss Tamika to answer. Yes, so she said it was from a signing service. Perfect. So now I don't feel bad because girl, I fell out my chair when I saw that. But yes, now on the other side, there is, y'all don't get mad at me, I might get a little ranty. There is a proposed code of ethics for us notaries that we should not accept tips even when we're working directly, even when you're marketing your butt off, because it can be seen as a conflict of interest. The main point is it can be seen as a conflict of interest, right? The second point is that you cannot prove that the person, that you didn't overcharge them because they paid you a tip outside of your state fees. Please don't get mad at me. If you have little ones, please cover their ears. 3, 2, 1. Bullshit. Shoot. This is a business. This is a business. This is a business. 3 times for those in the back. This is a business, right? If your state does not stop you from, if your state law does not specifically say, Notary Publics of Georgia, you cannot accept tips, then you can collect them damn tips. Look, I understand that people say it may be a conflict of interest based on their best practice and what they believe. Remember, these are the same companies that are selling us certifications that we don't need. So how the hell can they propose ethics to us? I'm done. That's my rant. But look at it this way, in a nicer way. If somebody comes out and fixed your toilet, a contractor that works for themselves, and if they do an amazing job, and you want to give them a tip, are they not going to accept it? But let's talk about the public. Okay, that's just they're in business, right? They will accept that tip. Let's talk about being public servants. A police officer, a fireman, a paramedic. These are all hell, a doctor. Well, I don't know if a doctor technically is, but let's go back to police officers. I know that. They are public servants. They are public servants. Don't they get holiday bonuses? Don't they get PTO? Don't they get all these perks for working a job and being a public servant? So what does my title as a public servant being a notary public mean I can't accept tips? Please let me know. The state of Georgia where I'm in, they do not say that we cannot accept tips. And then when you want to get on the, you can't prove that you did not overcharge them. Again, I call BS, right? See this thing right here? This is an invoice. This is an invoice. I actually showed this on the training that I was doing. It's coming out for you guys for the apostille training. This is an invoice. It is itemized. Apostille service. I'm not going to say the number. For first document, there's a fee. Apostilles, Georgia apostille service, additional document. There's a price. Let's call it a price. Then there's notary services. Notary stamp fee. $2. Because in the state of Georgia, I can only charge $2. Mobile notary travel and convenience, $21. This invoice, let's call it $100, but I mean it's more than that, but let's call it $100 for easy math. If I charge them $100, that's what my invoice is. that's generated in my system that the client receives, and they give me an extra $20 on top of this, how can I not prove I didn't overcharge them? I charge them exactly what my state says I can. Whoops, girl, let me hide your address. I charge them exactly what the state said I can. I'm gonna have to cut that from the replay. I don't even think you guys can see it. But I just don't get it. I really don't. And maybe it's just for general, because a lot of notaries don't run a business like a business. I've been running business for 12 years. My dog's 11, so 12 years, right? I've been running a business for 12 years. In 12 years, I haven't figured out how to run a business. I need to stop. So anyway, that's my rant on that. Oh, you posted in another group and they are going off. Look, let me go over there and do it. Do I need to go slap some people for you? Because we don't do that. That's got, like you say, that's in another group and they are going off. You were here varying opinions on whether or not you should collect or accept tips. I just say run your business how you see fit. Exactly. I was just about to say that. And keep your business to yourself. I tell everybody my business. I don't mind. But yes, that's the thing about being an entrepreneur in this country that we live in. You can, as long as you operating within the law, you can run your business however you see fit. I know some of my notary buddies out there do $10 notarizations. That's absolutely fine. But also those are the same people who got jobs that pay them really well. And this is just something for them to make a little bit extra money inside. Ladero ain't don't got that. So therefore I charge a lot more for my notarization appointments. But yeah, I accept tips. I sure do. I sure do. I sure do accept tips. And look, I know, look, some signing service owners, don't get mad at me if you guys are still watching. When I'm at a signing, like if I accept to a signing to assist with real estate transaction, because y'all know in Georgia we're not loan signing agents. We assist with real estate transactions. That's what we do. That's what we do out here. But when I accept that type of assignment and they insist, like this person was insisting giving a tip, I'm like, you already paid me. This came out of your closing costs. So I'm already paid. Don't pay me more than you have to. And then I know I probably don't have no business saying that, but then they don't feel offended, right? Because they know how much it cost them to close. So I'm like, you already paid for me. Even though we know that we get a small portion of that. I'm like, you already paid for me. So everything is already, you paid and you pay me very well already. And I leave it at that, right? That's how I handle it. But I still do ask for that Google review. Oh man, but I can't believe people are going off. That's just not cool. I don't get that. This is the most ranty y'all gonna see, and this is not done in word format, because you can never feel the intention behind it. On camera, you guys can see that I have fun, that I like to laugh. You see my intention, right? TikTok probably gonna give me a warning for saying BS, but it was fun. I haven't gotten a swear on the TikToks in a minute, so it was fun. I know one night I did like 3 in a row and I got a warning and they're like, okay, we about to limit you. I'm like, I didn't even say bad words. It was just like the HE double L hockey sticks, whatever you call it. And I was like, dang, I can't say that. Oh, let me go back and get some questions. Let me go back because I see TikTok lit me up as I was talking to my Facebook notary buddies. I need to know, okay, Miss Mumpy, you got the book, right? And if you need the links to those books, again, they're on Amazon. I can drop them in the community. I don't get paid. I don't get a penny for recommending them. It's just something that I've seen out there. And I'm pretty sure other people have books as well. They're just not advertising nearly as much. And so again, that's how you become the most well-known. You become the loudest, right? In this space, become the loudest. That works for us as notaries as well. Become the loudest in your market and you become more well-known. Well, at least I know we just hit that hour mark because TikTok has me re-verifying my identity, which means we gonna be landing this plane within the next 20 minutes or so. So let's see, event coordinator, yep, got it. Okay, I was supposed to block that guy. Look, Dion, I had no idea what was happening. I'm like, oh no, I thought he had notary questions. TikTok still confuses me after months. Yes, please send me a message. Oh, that was from Miss Constance. Got you. Look, I need somebody. Oh, he was trying to play. Oh yeah, he was trying to play a game in battle or whatever. I need somebody to like get on a closed, I don't know, can you do closed TikTok live? And I need to practice so we can figure out all these dang on buttons. Um, oh, that's good to know. So that has happened to you. So I appreciate you telling me that. So now I know if I didn't, because I thought I just like fat fingered and invited him up by mistake, right? What did you do? Ooh, it's a good question. Danielle says, what did you do before you ever had clients? Danielle, do you want the textbook answer or do you want like the this is what Ladero actually did answer? Sorry for shaking my camera so much, y'all. This is what I did. First of all, I connected with existing notaries in my area. I don't share enough flowers because I don't like to call people by name that's not here, right? But Kimberly Nunnally, when I first started, she was all about Georgia, right? And now she's expanded and now she does the whole country for education and things like that. But I connected with her group. It was way smaller back then, right? It was much easier to connect with people. So I connected with her group, with her specifically because we were, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes away from each other. And so before I moved, our service area did overlap, right? And I also connected with other existing notaries and I was their witness non-stop. I was available to be a witness all the time. And I know some of us have jobs and we can only witness, before work or after work, just depending on your shifts. But that's how I did when I had no clients. That was step one. Connect with other notaries because we always need witnesses, right? Always need witnesses. Even the signing services, I don't see it as often now because they want you to do a lot, right? But they will send out requests for witness requests as well. Accept those. Yes, it's only going to be $25. Yes, it's only going to be $30. But if the person who's in charge and leading the ship, if they do what they got to do, you go out of there within 15 minutes. And so that's what I did in the very beginning when I had no clients of my own. I connected with other notaries. I did not poach their clients. I did not steal their clients. And look, this is the thing. People, I have to say this caveat. People will connect with people differently, right? There has been times where I was a witness and they were like, look, if they ever call me again, you can take them because that's not my vibe. Because money is not always worth it. And if y'all have been witnesses for me before, I am quick, especially if I have to go outside of my driving radius, I am quick to tell the client, I was like, hey, everybody at this table acting as a witness right now are also notaries. Lisa lives way closer to you. Please call her next time. Right? Because you already know I charge you. So if you don't want to pay that again, call Lisa. Like, let's be for real, right? Or I do that all the time. I'm way nicer when saying it, but I don't mind. I do that. That's how I started getting business in the beginning, being a witness, having them refer people to me that they could not make it to. Because guess what? I saw them notarize so much, I started picking up different techniques, different tactics, different ways to flow, and I use that to morph into my own, right? And it is so funny when if we have to be witnesses for each other, and we're all notaries that operate up here, we're like, why'd you do that? Why'd you do it that way? Why'd you do it in that order, right? Because even though we learned under the same umbrella, we start morphing things to fit our styles. And it's just very interesting to watch. But anyway, I'm not done. I'll make it quick. During that time, at that same time, to be honest with you, I also did field inspections, right? That's when I was very heavy on field inspections. I was bringing in a couple $100s a month from field inspections. But then it started to wear on me. It was too much for me personally. And so at that point, when I was starting to get worn and burnt out with field inspections, then my notary business did start, I won't say start taking off. It started doing this, right? It wasn't this. It was like, because I was posting on Google Business Profile. I did not have enough courage or enough non-laziness to get up and go hand out flyers, all that kind of stuff. I already told y'all, I don't go out and market in person. If I do market to somebody in person, it's because they're on the way or they're literally right next door. And so I just keep all this. I have the same 15 flyers that I printed out January 1st of 2024 still in my notary bag because I don't in-person market. And so I'll grab it. I was like, oh, okay, that's up to date enough. And then I'll go hand it to them, right? I still got them same dang on 15 flyers. They go with me everywhere. I gave the first one out in like 4 months because somebody asked for one. I was like, hold on, I got you. But anyway, doing those kind of things helped me along the way until I got my own clients, right? Hopefully that wasn't too long of an answer, but that's exactly what I did. That's exactly what I did. I worked on the back end while I didn't have my own clients. Okay, cool. Ms. Diane said, we're glad we clarified that about the $40 about the G&W or signing service. Yep, yep, yep. And I have, ooh, hold on. Somebody just asked that question. Do you ever do in-person direct marketing? Angel, if you're still here, you just heard it. No. I can't say, do I ever not do? No, no. It's not a part of my system. It's just not. It's not. Because I am a homebody. And as soon as I can stamp that dang on paper and get my behind back in this house, I'm doing it. I know it sounds weird, right? If you guys met me, I'm super personable. But what do they call it? I'm introverted extrovert. I love being about and hanging out, but this amount. If you try to hang out with me outside of this amount right here, it ain't good. It ain't good for me or you. Don't do it. Just don't. And so I work on efficiency so I get my behind back home. So I do not do in-person marketing like talking about it. Will I attend events? I will. Every now and then I'm like, oh, it's been like 4 months since I've been to an in-person marketing event. I will go and do something like that. But the intent for me, it's more of a get out the house. Let's breathe. Let's set work aside. And because I am who I am naturally and being a notary is part of my fiber, it's not hard for me to do it. It really isn't. Ask my other half. It really isn't. I will just walk up and we'll start talking about it, and I'll figure out what you do. I'll figure out, we chat about things. I don't give unsolicited advice, but if they're like, yeah, I'm thinking about this and all this kind of stuff, then we'll go into it. And then eventually I was like, oh, what do you do? Right? And then I just tell them, and they're like, oh my gosh, hey, this person needs you, that person needs you. Then I leave with business, right? But yeah, no, I don't really do a ton of in-person marketing. I have Miss Danielle says she has a website, Google Business page, cards, and no clients. Miss Danielle, it takes a minute. It takes time. It really does. I don't think she's on here this evening because she's studying. But our notary buddy in Tennessee, Miss Angela, when I first started doing all this, she was asking questions. I did a review, like a on screen. I never got her private Google Business profile review, but I looked at her page while we were live. You guys, I had it on. I turned the camera around and we looked at it all together, right? And I gave her a few things that I would suggest, and then she reached out like 2 weeks later and said, "Hey, I changed it. I'm still not getting business. Stuff isn't happening." And I was like, "Sometimes it just takes time." And then it started working, right? So, Miss Danielle, I don't know how long you've had your stuff out there, and maybe it's just we're just not in the right people haven't stumbled across you yet. Danielle, tell me, drop in the chat what's your business name, so I can go and Google it. I can go and Google it and see what happens when you come up on Google. I'll do that while I'm not turning my camera around to do it because my desk is a mess. It's too much work. So I'll just do it and I'll talk about it if you want to do that. So drop it in the chat. I'm glad you did the clarification. Okay, we talked about that. True, we can't accept gifts. We cannot accept gifts. Katie, I guess you're laughing at me when I say BS. I'm taking tips. Yeah, Katie. You ain't heard you ain't heard nothing from me. Y'all got me laughing over here. I'm rolling. I can go on all day about us being public service and what we can't accept, right? I will probably get flack on my posts about what I charge. I'm gonna go watch now, Diana. I gotta go see what you're charging over there. What was the name of the book you had in your hand? Oh, Miss Owens, this is our Georgia Notary Handbook. You order it from the Clerks Authority website, so it's gsccca.org. That's 3 C's, I think. Oh, look, GSCCC. Yep, there's 3 A's. Go to their website, gscca.org, or just search Georgia Notary Handbook, and you can order it. They only do shipping. They don't let you pick it up in person anymore. And so I think it's like $12, maybe 14 if you got to pay for shipping. But keep in mind, the 14th edition is coming out. This is the 13th because we just had a bunch of updates for our notary laws January 1st. A few updates. Other updates does not pertain to us because there was more updates for military officials that act as notaries. So they got a lot of updates. We didn't get that much. We only got 2 major ones that we need to be aware of as everyday notaries. So yeah, we not government officials. So yeah, order that book. Please read it. That's a cover to cover one, but also I hop around all the time. Let's see. Mira says, I am a notary in Atlanta. Hey, what's up? I would love your connection. My clients are mainly Hispanics. Hey, Miss Mira, look, get it done. I already talked about the other day. When you find a niche community, they can keep you busy. They can keep you busy. Ms. Mira, I was gonna say, I don't. Let's connect for sure. Look, oh, I haven't said it in a minute. If you guys are not part of the Notary Buddy community, it is absolutely free. How do you join the Notary Buddy community? Go to my profile. There's a link in my bio. Click on that link. It will open up a Linktree looking page. Click on the first yellow button. That's the invitation to the link, or invitation to the community. Make sure that you guys go join the community, right? We can chat in there, especially if you're in Georgia. I will put you in a closed secret section of the community so we can talk all things Georgia. You get far more of my attention over there because posting across all these apps on TikTok, on YouTube, on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. I just can't keep up with all the messages. But if we communicate in the community, it's a lot easier for me to answer you guys. So, Miss Mira, join that so we can definitely connect. And again, this is open to everybody. I just have a secret closed room for my Georgia notaries. But yeah, if your clientele is mainly Hispanic, Miss Mira, if you don't have a Google business profile, I don't know how you're marketing, but definitely market your services in Spanish. Just make sure that you do not use the word for word translation of Notary Public in Spanish because Notario Republico, in other countries means, it's tied to an attorney. We cannot pretend or market ourselves as attorneys. So whenever you're marketing in Spanish, just leave Notary Public in English, right? Don't translate it over. Y'all, we speak that Spanglish, so it's fine. They'll get it. So do that and market your services because I market for apostilles in Spanish, y'all. My other half is fluent in Spanish. I speak enough to get by, and I need to stop because I'm going to end up saying the wrong thing and end up in jail somewhere. So I market in Spanish because he can take care of it in Spanish. Also, anytime I have a Spanish speaking client that calls, I tell them, hold on, and I either give him the phone or I three-way him in so I can take notes, right? Because I can catch some stuff, but I don't catch everything, and I just have him fill in the gaps. And if he has asked me a question, he asks me a question, and then he tells them the answer. And then he goes, and if they can only speak English, then documents are in English. Pardon me, if they can only speak Spanish and if their documents are in Spanish, I send him. I'll go for more support or I'll have him just call me while he's there if he needs to ask me questions. Just did it yesterday. Just did it yesterday. Again, in Georgia, the documents can be in Spanish. The client can speak Spanish, but the notarial block must be in English. So as long as I can communicate with them fluently enough, it doesn't matter what language that dang on paper's in. Miss Lamar says, "How long did it take you to build your business?" Oh, you missed that. So I'm still building my business. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I only if did I tell you this? Please don't get mad at me, algorithms. I only bring in $2,000 and 2,500 a month in Georgia. I do this full time, but y'all heard me. I'm lazy, so my full time looks different than everybody else's full time, right? Because I used to do the assistant with real estate transaction, loan signings. I used to do all that kind of stuff, right? I was doing field inspections. I was doing all the works. I'm an ordained minister to do weddings, to perform wedding ceremonies. I did fingerprinting, ink, and it was just too much, right? It was so much stuff. And then when I start pulling one thing out at a time, I still make the same amount of money as I did doing all that other stuff. Like for reals, all that other stuff. But I'm still building my business. But to get where I am now, it took me about 2.5 years to build it to that point. And even right now, like I said, I'm still building. I'm switching because again, when I leave my house, a lot of my standard notarizations are $40 to $45 because of travel and convenience fees, right? I still only charge them $2 for the notary stamp. But to bring in 2,500 bucks, that's a lot of appointments at $45. So I'm always massaging my business to bring in higher, more like higher value services, right? Now, it's already a part of the process, especially if you've already been doing, let me say this real quick. If you guys have already been doing like loan signing stuff in your state, if you're allowed to do it, look, start offering those exact same loan signing type services to your existing clients, your general notary work clients, and upcharge them for it. What do I mean? I was trying to get to the community and let some of y'all in as we're talking, but I can't get to it at the moment. Uh-oh. I think I closed tapes. Oh, no, oh, there we are. What do I mean? Like for general notary work, if your client, they will tell you almost everything. If you meet with them, the documents being notarized, they're like, oh, now I need to go drop this off at FedEx or UPS or the post office. Look, I carry, I'm glad, luckily I have some on my desk. I carry these in my bag. I have FedEx ones, I have the white ones, I have the letter size, the legal size, I have the pouches, I have everything. And all I do is I will fold these up because I'll use a letter size one. Yeah, letter size one. And I will keep all the legal size, or yeah, this is legal size. I will keep all the letter size ones inside of here. And I'll roll these up and put them in here as well. I have manila envelopes. I have regular white envelopes. And I don't keep a ton, right? I just keep like maybe 3 of each in here for the post office, FedEx, and UPS. And as soon as the client's like, oh, now I have to go and drop this off, I was like, hey, I always jokingly say, if you trust me, I'll do it for you, right? We already met. I notarized your documents. I will go ahead and drop that off for you, and I will take a picture. And I tell them my process. I'm like, once I get there, I'll make sure I do have other appointments. I'd make that clear. Even if I don't, I do have other appointments because I have a certain time that I want to go drop stuff off. I don't want to leave them and immediately go and drop it off, right? Because I may have other stuff throughout the day. My pickup at FedEx is 6. I get there by 5:30 at the latest, right? And so I'll do that, and it's only like 7 minutes away from my house, so it's pretty close. And then UPS is only 2 minutes. The post office is a little bit further, but so I will hold stuff and I will go and do my drop offs at that time. I'm very systematic about my things. And I just upcharge them for it. I don't charge them an arm and a leg. I was like, and even sometimes where I'm just like, look, I'm going there anyway. How much do you feel that is worth it saving you the time of not having to get dressed and leave your home? They will tell me. And I'm like, fine, okay, cool, that's what I'm charged. And y'all look, a lot of times they say more than what I would charge. That's not a notary charge, that is a courier service, right? And I don't know, but most states out there do not stop us from being couriers. I'm just saying, right? Because my neighbor who is not a notary can be a courier. I was like, hey, can you run these documents? And they say, yes, they just couried those documents for me. And I can pay them for their time and their gas. So that's one thing. We already do it for loan signings anyway, so why not do it for our general notary customers? I do the same thing for estate plans. I do all of it. I'm like, look, you ain't got to ship it nowhere. They're like, oh, I'm like, did they provide you a label? They say yes. Or if they say no, they're like, oh, let me get one. I'm like, I got you. I will just, typically, this is the cost, especially if it's going UPS, right? I'm like, typically this is a cost, right? Or they already have an idea of what it costs as they looked at it. They just haven't gone to the store and paid for it. Little tip, if you go to UPS and FedEx, they charge you more versus doing it online, just so you're aware of that. So I tell them, especially if it's going UPS, I got you, I'll create the label. And I say, typically it's about $35. They're like, yeah, that's exactly what I saw, because we need to get there 2 days or less, right? And if it's 1 day, I will look it up on my phone real quick and say, hey, it's about $70 to get it there. Do you want to do that? Are they okay with 2 day? Like, what is it? You tell me. These are your documents. And if they say that, I'm like, fantastic. Again, remember, be ethical about everything you do. I told y'all already about Pirate Ship, pirateship.com. I think I understand the downsides of Pirate Ship. If something gets lost, it's not my account number, so I don't know how that works, right? Is if something gets lost and it goes through my account, I have all control over it. I'm like, nope, I need this document. Let's go ahead and file the claim, blah, 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 blah. I need this package, right? But go through Pirate Ship. That's pirate like R, I'm a pirate, pirateship.com. That $50 shipping, that $35 shipping that I was talking about cost me $10.18. I'm like, I got you. I'll create the label. I'll do all of it. $10.18 if it's going through the UPS. Post office, I think it's even cheaper because they use UPS and USPS. They don't do FedEx, right? And if I have to do on FedEx, then I'm like, okay, it's normally going to be $35, whatever. And I will literally invoice them, right? They already paid for my notary service. I will invoice them for my courier service and also my the shipping costs, because I'll look it up and see what it costs. I'll send them an invoice, and guess what? When they pay that invoice, those documents get dropped. If they need them dropped today, I'm like, hey, I need this invoice paid by 4:45 so I can drop them by 5:30 so they make tonight's pickup. That's how, like, I'm implementing services like that to increase the dollar amount. So my $40, $45 notary appointment easily just turned to 90, right? Yeah, I had to do a couple extra stops. Well, 90 seems high. Maybe turn it to 75, right? Unless they need next day shipping and that shipping cost is $90. And I know it sounds crazy, but you guys, there's so many clients that are just like, yeah, go handle it for me. I don't have to leave my house. I'm one of those type of people. If you can do all of it for me, no, I'm not rolling the money. I just told y'all how much I make. But look, if I can pay you $30 so I don't have to put on pants and leave this house, shoot, bye. Look, you want to take my dog too? Want to take them for a walk? I'll pay $25. Go run them around the block. So many of our clients are the same way, so don't forget that. Let's see. Angel says you're terrified of in-person marketing. Look, it depends. It depends. I'm more scared to go market into attorneys, but I don't do that in person. Let me take that back. If I do, I'm in a situation where, let me say this. If you guys are scared of in-person marketing, then don't do it, right? Unless you want to grow your business aggressively, then sure. But do it this way. Attend events where your clients are going to be, right? So maybe the event is hosted by somebody that's not your client. But if you know, especially if they give an invitation list and you see that your ideal clientele will be there, then go and show up. It's far less, in my mind, it's far less stressful, right? Because you're going there to have fun. You're going there to have a good time. And also network in between. I just don't look at networking events and in-person marketing as either of those things. It's just me being me, and I'm just going, it happens. How am I trying to say this? It just happens as a part of my day in my life, if I do it. Danielle said, I swear I went out of my way, out of your box to do in-person marketing today. If there is an easier way, then tell me. Look, Danielle, I really think, I'm gonna say this, I really think I will make way more money if I did in-person marketing. But y'all, I already told y'all 1,000 times I don't do it. And so I told you exactly what I do. Google Business Profile, email, and I didn't mention it on this call, but these dang on things are still sitting on my desk. I need to go and drop them off. And we went to the post office today and I still didn't do it. Cards, 63 of them still sitting on my desk. These are specifically to past clients, but I will also send some to prospective clients, right? That's all it is. This is a thank you for using my notary services in 2024. I really appreciate you guys. Yada, yada, blah. Have a fantastic 2025. Let's grow together. Yeah, please still use me. And then this was during the holidays. I need to really get these out because they're already in there. This was the mocktail. I had ChatGPT make up I was like, hey, I need a mocktail recipe. Here are some of my favorite drinks. Make a mocktail out of it. And so I just printed on this same thing over at Walgreens and put them in there together and send them off, right? That's how I get business from my existing clients because it is cheaper. It is cheaper to get business from your existing clients and always getting new clients. So that's why I need to get better at it. I don't know if Young Gene, he hasn't been on here so much after the snap, right? The TikTok snap. But Young Gene, go check him out. I don't know what his channel's called now. I think it's like business strategy or something like that. But go look up Young Gene. He talks about referral-based business. He has moved almost solely to fingerprinting now, but referral-based business is where it's at. They already know you. You already, in essence, paid for them to see you. Have them talk about you, right? He offers incentives. It's like, hey, I think I'm using old information. I don't know if he changed his business model since, but some of his incentives is, refer somebody to me. If they actually use me, you get a discount on your future services. But you can also, there was a point in time where I believe he gave them like a gift card, right? It don't gotta be expensive. If you refer someone to me and they use my services, look, again, $40, $45 to go notarize a document, I will give them a $5 Starbucks gift card, right? It don't have to be crazy. It's just, because look, in my notary journal, I mean, I have to do the work and find out if somebody did come as a referral, but a lot of times they say it, hey, Danielle told me to call you. Danielle with XYZ company told me to call you. And I'm like, okay, cool. I worked with her before. I'll make note and I'll go and look it up. Let's just say if I already worked with Danielle, right, at XYZ company, she's in here. If I notarize documents, she is in here. Guess whose address is in here? So I'm just gonna go buy that gift card, put it in the mail, and send it. Right? And I go, oh, what the heck is this for? Guess who's gonna start sending me more business? It's cheaper. Yes, I had to spend the $5 and the money on a stamp, but it's cheaper to build your business that way than the other way. Right? It is cheaper if you have the funds. And I told y'all, I'm not a proponent of go spend money, go spend money, go spend money. Let me waste the money. This this type of marketing that I do, I don't spend more than it's monthly. I don't spend more than one notary stamp's worth of money on it. Not notary stamp, that's a lie. That's $2. One notary appointment's worth of money. Cost me 40. I think this one cost me 32 because I got discounts to do. That's a lot of potential. It only takes one to pay for that, and I have leftover, right? So that's how I do it. Hopefully that answered your question. That was really long. Oh, Danielle is with tap in mobile notary. Oh, you're giving me that because I said I was gonna go look it up. Let me put it in the browser real quick, but I'm about to power through some of these questions. Let's see what we got over on Facebook. Miss Marilyn says, I'm available to be a witness and don't mind after hours. Also, I'm marketing legal courier services. Do you see a market for it? Miss Marilyn, that's not something that I know specifically of. However, for legal courier services, I don't have a thumb on that market, like a pulse on that market, but y'all know I don't like recommending only one company, but I can't think of multiple. Let's see if I can remember their company name. It's Docs2Go. That's DOCS, the number 2GO. I've worked with them in the past. I know they've changed a lot since then, but they have a lot of stuff for courier. They have a lot. They send out courier type work, but make sure it's worth it to you. Make sure the money makes sense. For me, when I was working with them a lot, I just had to go and deliver subpoenas, right? And a lot of them I had to deliver was to a company that accepted subpoenas on behalf of like 20 other companies. And the crazy thing about it, it was literally walking distance from my office. So I can either walk or I can be lazy and drive around the corner. And so they send me like 5, 7, and I just go and pay. I just go in and can I say rates? I don't know. I was charging them 40, right? 40 for the first one to get there, and then 30 for every preceding one. It was right around the corner. So that really worked for me, right? When they had me go a little bit further, maybe it was 50 for the first one and then 30 for their other ones, right? So that it wasn't, I mean, I don't know if that's a legal courier service, but all I was doing was delivering subpoenas because here in Georgia, we can do that without having to be like a official sworn in by each county and all that kind of stuff. So we can deliver subpoenas. I never did personal ones. I only did ones to businesses for them. So that could be a thing. And also for legal courier services, again, I don't know the exact definition of that. Maybe talk to some attorneys. See if they need you to run their documents. And again, it literally can be as simple as picking them all up and taking them all over to FedEx. I don't know. But if they need me to deliver something to somebody's door, I ain't doing it. I did it as a field inspector. Those late payment notices. I know y'all out there say it's not that bad. It's not. It really isn't. But I live in Georgia. No, I don't do that. Ms. Marilyn said, I don't know where my question went. Did I answer your question, Ms. Marilyn? I can see your question. It says I'm available to do witness and don't mind after hours. Yeah, we just talked about it. I don't know. I'm probably delayed, so it's there. I'm just delayed in getting to it. But yeah, y'all know. Also, I'm thinking about I'm thinking about opening my hours back to being open later because during the summer I'm normally 8 to 8, but I didn't even change it this last time because during the fall when it starts getting or winter, let's call it that, I close at 5 or 5:30, just depending, right? But I think I'm gonna open my office hours back 8 to 8, even 8 to 10, because my other half likes to stay up really late, and since he's fully commissioned, after 6 o'clock, it'll be his business at that point. just because I didn't get a ton of business, but I know there's clientele that needs stuff notarized after work. And I'm just like, I don't have an office anymore, so you can't come to me. And after it's dark outside, I'm not driving to you. Y'all, I did that signing those 2 appointments last night. First one was at 7:30. I was like, why did I agree to this? One, it was dark. Luckily, the first one was at a hotel, and so there was a ton of light and parking that I can see. But the next one was at somebody's house. I passed the street like 3 times. I couldn't find the driveway. I'm like, why do I do this to myself? I can't see. But since he can see and can drive and is commissioned, I'm probably gonna open later to pick up that clientele. So Miss Marilyn, I don't know if you close to me, then maybe we'll be needing you for witnesses. But I know myself. I'm not good later in the evening. I'm not. That's when I start making mistakes on documents. So I start cutting it out. I'm like, nope. During the summertime, when the light goes out, I go out. Let's see. Let's get back over to TikTok. And now we're for real about to start landing this plane because we at the 30-minute mark. We're 9:30 over here. Same. If they want to tip me, I'll take it. Got it. We still talking about that? Got it. I'm in a Atlanta area and considering becoming a notary. How can I find out about the study material? Miss Lamar, I don't know if you're still here. It was probably a minute ago. Go over to the Clerks Authority website, gsccca.org. Or just Google become a notary in Georgia. Don't click on the other companies trying to sell you education. Go straight to the clerk's website. Normally it's always a .org website, right? So go to their website, look at, it's been changed around recently, but look at the information to become a notary and see the exact training and everything. But like I said, tap in with me. I got you. You're in Georgia. You ain't got to stress. I don't do it too much in-person marketing. Yeah, we don't, look, people that do the in-person marketing is the people out in California and Texas because it's wide open for y'all to do almost everything out there. That's who we talking about that in-person marketing. Most of us that have some sort of limitation, we don't do all that. Especially if people got full-time jobs. We don't do all that. We don't. Let's just call it what it is. They got more people telling you to do in-person marketing than actually do in-person marketing. Okay, let's look at Tap In Mobile Notary. Let's see. The first thing that came, ooh, the screen's so bright it blinded me. I know y'all saw that too. Trying to blind the daylights out of me. Ooh, okay. I see your question, Miss Danielle. I'll get back to it. And Miss Marilyn, would you say over here? Yes, I answered it. And yes, I'll be doing general carrier service too. Perfect. Let me know, like, what's the difference of legal carrier? Like, what does that entail? I know I can just Google it, but I don't. So I told y'all I learned just as much as y'all learned from me. I'm looking for, because I'm not signed in on Facebook on this browser. Because the only thing I saw come up was your Facebook and your LinkedIn, and I'm not signed in on either one on that browser. So let me go over here. Because I don't sign in on the social medias on my work browsers, only on my personal one, and that one has a time limit on it. Okay, Tapped In Mobile Notary. Oh, good. I got your website. Okay, so it does not. Where are you? Your phone number is not a Georgia area code. Where are you located? Is it on your website? I know you probably told me before, so don't get mad. Don't get mad that I don't remember. You probably already answered it. I will look over there in a second, but I don't see like. Also, I don't know if it's on here, but you guys, this is one thing I like to remind people about their websites. Make sure your website has literally your coverage area on it, right? It probably is on here. I'm just quickly skimming, but because one, that helps for like if I'm looking, right? But also people like me, clients, and also it helps with SEO if you have like your coverage areas. I know I told y'all I'm super extra. On my website, I have a dedicated page for every service and every city, right? So if I'm doing apostilles and I'm offering it for Sugar Hill, I have a page on my website that says, hey, Sugar Hill, y'all need apostilles? Give me a call. It says way more than that. I just use ChatGPT. I'm gonna be for real. I said, hey, I have these 8 cities that I'm marketing to, and I have these 6 services. I need you to write me. I go back and forth. And I say, I need you to write me a page for my website um, with each of these, but I tell you to do one at a time, not all of them, right? I say, okay, let's do apostilles and Sugar Hill. Write me some information for my webpage. It does that. And I'm like, perfect. Now I say, let's do Johns Creek and apostilles. But change it so the words are like the information, not the information, but change it so the wordings is at least 60% different. And it writes it, I read it, I'm like, okay, cool. I change what I need to change. Then I do the same thing. I go to the next city, Swanee Apostille. Change it so it's 60% different. Next one, Lawrenceville Apostille. Please change it so it's 60% different. And it'll just keep on doing that. And I'll have all these different variations. And then every page has it. I don't do that for people. I do that for SEO, right? So I don't have to be a ton, but I just make sure I include, and then I do that for notary services, estate planning, power of attorney document notarizations. I don't do it for everything I offer, just like my core services. And it took me like 6 months to do it because I do it myself. I could have had a VA do it and have it done in like 3 days. But yeah, let me see if you answered me, Miss Danielle. Let's see. Where'd you say you were? Oh, so you are in Georgia. Okay. It's just your phone number. I just assumed because I know all of us. I'm a transplant in Georgia too. I know all of our numbers are from everywhere. So 904. So you are in Georgia. So yeah. But what I'm looking for is a Google. Do you have a Google business profile? That's what I'm looking for because you said you did it, right? I'm looking for you on the Googs. Tap in mobile notary, and you said yes. Okay, and you're in Brunswick. Let me just copy this because y'all know I can't spell. Brunswick, Georgia. I'm gonna throw that into Google just because Google is basing a notary because it's tapped in mobile notary, and so they're basing notary off of my area, right? And so you're not coming up. So that's a tip, y'all. If you're looking for notaries, like if I'm looking for somebody's stuff, and I live in a city, but I'm looking for the next city over, put the city behind it. Because what I did was just do tapped in mobile notary, Brunswick, Georgia. Guess what? She immediately came up in Google business listing. Gary, you are #1 in the 3-pack. I mean, I know it's probably a little bit skewed because I specifically searched for it, right? But on my screen, because even sometimes when I do this, you come up in like #5, #6. You are #1 in the 3-pack. Good job on your 5-star reviews, but let's see. Now that we have this, let's move it over here so I can actually see it on my 10K monitor. I don't know what K this is. Probably like 5K or something. It's older one. But let's see what we got. You got your website link. You got a phone number. You are currently closed. You open at 7 a.m. Ooh, you open early. Uh, you open. I get up early, but I ain't working that early. And look, that's just why you gonna be making the money and I'm not. You have your services on here. Cool. I'm doing just real quick. One thing that I'm seeing, we have no photos. Look, let me send you some photos to put on there. Look, I'm joking, but like we have no photos. Not like it's gonna make a huge deal, but Google does like that kind of stuff, right? So make sure you add some photos, your reviews. They're all 5-star. I absolutely love it. And yes, you are responding to your reviews. Y'all, look, I'm the worst at responding to my reviews. So I set it to auto respond through my CRM. I just gave it, I think, I don't even know if it's working, but I gave it like 10 to 15 different responses to like cycle through because I am terrible at responding to reviews. They go like 3 months without me responding to them. I'm like, oh crap, tanking my Google rankings. I'm just not good at that. We all have our things. Okay, I see your updates. I see that you're posting. Don't let paperwork slow you down from affidavits to loan documents. I'm here to notarize whenever you are. Same day appointments available. Let's make it easy. Okay, I see the other ones. I was gonna say make sure that you are doing a call to action. Google call to actions are so weak. I don't like them, but they just have you put the hyperlink at the bottom, what you want people to do, either book or learn more. Perfect. Ooh, I like that. When they click on book, they go over to, you just start collecting information to get them in your system. I love it. Love it. Sorry, I'm just reading, so I'm not reading out loud. Perfect. This is one of the things that I would say, Miss Danielle. You probably heard me say it before because you offer a few different services. I would, just for SEO purposes, what's making you the most money right now? Like, is it fingerprinting? Is it notary? Is it wedding? Whichever one of those are, you don't have to answer at the moment. But whatever one is making you the most money, I would take a week. Ideally, I would take a month, and I will market only that service. Because I told y'all, because of this, how I do mine on Google Business Profile, don't judge, I didn't post anything all of January. Tell y'all I'm in my lazy boy era right now. My bank account reflects that too. But for me and my business, when it comes to marketing, I will, because I do, I'm marketing for apostilles. It depends on what season we're in, but apostilles is my most thing. Estate planning, and of course, I will talk about general notary work or I-9, right? Because that's where the money comes from for me. And so every Monday, I only will market apostilles for a whole month, right? Maybe even two. That's Monday's slot. If I'm posting again on Thursday, because Google Business Profile, I give it a few days. But if I'm posting again and I'm posting on Thursday depends on how much money I'm trying to drive for apostilles, maybe apostilles again. And that's the whole month, right? Or I will switch it up and I'll say Mondays are apostilles, Friday or Thursdays or Fridays, whatever one is for estate planning. I do Mondays and Thursdays. I believe that's my schedule. And that's how I do it for the whole month. I won't talk about nothing else. And then I'll switch it up. The next one, if I know I'm going into my estate planning season, and that's going to be more prevalent, Mondays is for estate planning, and then Thursdays, maybe I'll throw general notary work out there, right? Like, hey, if you need this specific type of document notarized, call me. Because saying, yeah, I do affidavits and loan documents, yes, that's helping like collecting the masses, but I know where my money is generated, so I'm talking to that person. I'm like, hey, do you need a power of attorney notarized? I'm your person. And so for a whole month, Monday's estate plan, Thursday's power of attorney. That's it. That's how I've been doing mine. And it helps with SEO because then Google knows exactly what you stand for, right? And since you offer a myriad of services, Mondays can be fingerprinting if that's where you're making money. And then whatever other day you want to decide, right? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, it don't matter. Even Saturdays, if you're open on weekends, can be notary work. So just make it fit for your life and your business, right? That's what I've done. So yeah, the only other, I'm not doing a full-on deep dive where I look at every single thing in here. Oh, serves Georgia. That's something. Your service areas. I will put your service areas, specifically your cities, right? I think I still haven't even, maybe I did hit the cap, but I just literally opened, I should turn my camera around, but I will open, because you said you're in Brunswick, I will open Google Maps, type in Brunswick, Georgia, and I will zoom in. I will zoom all the way in, and then I will start slowly zooming out until I can see every little city that pops up. 'Cause y'all know sometimes we have like those little sub-cities, right? And so I can't even think of any right now. But over here where I am, we'll have like the major cities. We have Lawrenceville, we have Shawnee, we have Beaufort, Snellville, Sugar Hill, Grayson. And then there's these random little tiny little cities or like neighborhoods that for whatever reason show up on the map. I put them in there too, right? I make sure everybody know they can call me in those areas, instead of just serving the entirety, that's the word, of Georgia. Because I don't know much about Brunswick, so I can't give you specific stuff. I think I'm looking at, oh yeah, there's Brunswick. What we got in here? Oh, that's somebody's company. I don't know. Do you serve? Country Club Estates. I don't know how they show up on the map too, but I serve Country Club Estates. I'll do that. Windward Acres. My computer's now is being slow right now. I don't know how far this stuff is from you, right? Is it? I was Dock Junction. I have no idea what that is. But if it's a place, I serve that too. Oh, you're not far from Jekyll Island. Look, I want to go visit. I'm gonna make a Jekyll Island trip and then come see you. We gonna do that. Yes. Okay. I didn't know it was that close. So now that I'm thinking, and I can be way off, is there? I don't know what this stuff is. Do you have St. Simon's Island? There's an airport over there. It's probably like a little tiny airport, right? You got a lot. Okay, cool. Do you have any sort of military presence where you are? Just because it looks like a port town? Is that still Georgia? Georgia confuses the good heavens out of me. I don't even know what Georgia looks like, and I lived here for 4 years almost. Um, Yeah, I don't know what's over there. I don't know if you're even allowed on those islands. But do you have like a military installation near you? Like what is that area known for? That's who I started marketing to. Those businesses. Because they need you. They need you. So hopefully that helped. That helped. Um, Okay, that helped. Let me go back over to TikTok. Let me close this because we're about to start landing this plane. My Facebook notary buddies, I appreciate y'all hanging out because we are a little bit longer than normal. So let me look and see what y'all got. Just answering yes, I'll do. Okay, cool. I got Facebook taken care of. Let's go over to TikTok, answer the questions that's left, and let's go. I'm in the Atlanta area. Got that already. I don't do too much in person. Mark, yep, already talked about that. Okay, your Google Voice number is connected. Okay. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. That 904 is your Google Voice number. Got it. Got it. I have made no dollars in any of the services outside of field inspections. Gotcha. Okay, so we're in the beginnings. You probably did tell me that already. Look, it takes me a minute. It takes me a minute. Okay, so you have a federal law enforcement training center there. Who do you know that may know somebody that works there? Let's get on the inside. That's what I would do, right? Because when you're in places like that, maybe you don't have a ton going on, right? Maybe you won't get as much general notary work, and especially assisting with real estate transactions as people are telling us that you're gonna make 5 to 10 grand. It probably ain't gonna happen, right? Let's be for real. We need to know our markets. But what makes your market important, right? Look, if I spoke Korean, I probably would be making 10 grand a month based on where I live. I live in Little Koreatown. I live in the soul of the South, right? Like Seoul, Korea. That's where I live. If I could find a way to get into that community, I would make tons of money. That makes my community important, right? Where I live. That's what drives the money ecosystem here, right? So figure out what that is over there. You're saying is this FLECT, I don't know how to say it, but this enforcement training center, see what they need. Do those applications need to be notarized? I don't know what enforcement they do, but guess what? When you become a fire person, firefighter, fire, I don't know what they're called. I don't want to say firemen because there's fire ladies too. But when you join the force, if that's what it's called, those applications need to be notarized, right? When you go into police academy training or whatever it is, at least out here in Georgia, those applications need to be notarized. See, they probably already have notary on staff, but they see what you can do to get in there, right? That's what makes your area important. Who is this? Kerr Wendy, first time here. Hello, everyone. Hey, how's it going? Hey, look, you just coming in and we about to go ahead and wrap it up. But yeah, let me know if y'all have any more last minute questions. But that was it. That was it for tonight. I didn't even bring a topic. You guys kept me busy talking about what we got going on out there. I guess I did. I lied. I did bring a topic in the very beginning. But yeah, if you guys haven't, not last call, but just last reminder, join the Notary Buddy community. Facebook, y'all know I'll drop the link in the comments. Also YouTube, I'll get over there and start putting the link as well. But yeah, Notary Buddy community is absolutely free. Go to the link in my bio, join it. It's the first yellow button there. You can please answer 3 questions. Please answer 3 questions. Please answer the 3 questions. It lets me put you in the community a lot faster. I know some of you guys requested last night and today, and I haven't gotten you over there, but I will do that as soon as this live is over, because I have some documents I need to prep for. Oh, I got another apostille, so I need to prep my stuff for that before I go to bed, because I want to wake up early and do that, and I have a general notary appointment, I think at 9:30. So a client, my fees are a little bit more than what she wants to pay. I said, hey, I do have another client that's booking me, because I tell people most of the fee is just the travel inconvenience. That's most of the fee. It really is. It really is. It's like 90% of my fee. But if I'm already in the area, and let's say I'm at Starbucks already, if you can, stop by while I'm there, then I'm charging you for the notary stamps, and I'm still also charging you a little bit for my time, right? I'm already there, so I'm not going to charge you for travel, right? I'm already there. So I'll go ahead and I told her, it's like, hey, it depends on what she needs. She said she got there's a couple documents. I think there's going to be like 3 notarial stamps required. By Georgia standards, that's $6. And so I told her I rounded up to 10 and I'll charge her $10, right? And I'll take 4 for just the time of being there. And that's me filling out my notary journal, having her sign the documents and me signing the documents. Fine. I'm already there. And so I told her I'll squeeze her in just because my normal price was a little bit more than what she wanted to pay. But this is the same person that reached out to me and said, hey, we just want to know if you're still doing fingerprinting. I'm like, I am not. However, let me send you to this company, right? And tell them that Ladero from Gen Mobile Notary sent you. I always do that. And so she's like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. They were fantastic. They took care of our needs. And because she's working on a few federal level things and birth certificates and apostille. So she's come out of pocket quite a lot already. And so my notary fee was a little bit more than she expected. So I'm like, hey, I know you need these documents done. I'm going to be at Starbucks around this time. I will tell you exactly when I get there, just in case you want to swing by super early, right? Or I will tell you when we're done and you got 10 minutes to get there or I'm gone, right? Right? So you got 10 minutes to get there, I'm out because I'm doing you a solid. So I have that tomorrow. Those 2 for sure appointments, that 1 potential if she makes it in time, and that's it. It's my birthday weekend. My birthday's on the 2nd. I'm a Groundhog's Day baby, and so y'all want to know what I'm doing? Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. I'm gonna relax. That's not technically true. This is a sad part. I didn't want to say. I'm not saying this for y'all to give me any oh no and all this kind of stuff. I'm not here for that. But a family member passed away, and so that's kind of why I'm not doing anything, right? So a family member passed away. Funeral's tomorrow, and so we're gonna do that. So Ebony, if you're watching, I can't come out to Virginia this week. So I forgot to tell you that earlier. I'm gonna text you afterwards because I know you wake up at 3 in the morning, so you'll see it when you wake up. Whoops, I didn't go away. My phone's just dying. So Ebony, I'll text you in the morning. There you go, y'all back. Ebony, I'll text you in the morning, letting you know I can't make it because we have funeral stuff and that's takes money to go do these things all the way back in Utah. So I'm staying home. My other half's going just because we both can't afford to go. So I'm gonna just do the funeral virtually. And so yeah, that's kind of why I'm gonna just a chill weekend. Next week, however, we gonna go to eat food. We gonna go. We gonna have some fun. Me and my notary buddies that have birthdays in the same week. We just gonna do a quick birthday celebration over at Bahama Breeze. Y'all welcome to come. I'll let you know what day it is. I'll let you know what time it is. I probably should have asked them first before I did that. I ain't letting y'all know what day it is or time it is until I ask them first because they're more introverted than I am. So the 3 of us were planning on just getting together and just doing a quick little celebration, eat food, and go home. But that's it. Let's go ahead and land this plane. I gave y'all enough time to ask me questions. Oh, look, there were more questions. Let me hurry and answer these 5 questions. First time here, gotcha. Which state are you in? Hey, Miss Kerwindy, I'm in Georgia. I'm a Georgia notary. Are you able to do remote notary to our neighborhood states from Georgia? Hey, Miss Danielle Mays. No, Georgia, we cannot do remote online notarization. We cannot perform RON. It is... I say it's illegal. It's technically not. Let me give you the breakdown real quick. So remote online notarization was approved in Georgia. We do have the laws in place to do remote online notarization, but they stopped. They have not gone on to approve the platforms. They have not gone on to approve training yet. So therefore, it's not doable in Georgia. I tell people it's illegal to scare them so they don't do it. So if you sign up with any remote online notarization platform, they should bar you from completing the process because we can't do it in Georgia because they're not allowed to operate their platform in the state of Georgia. I see you, Ms. Kerwindy. I'll make sure you're in the notary group. I think that's how you say your name, right? I'll make sure you're in the notary community. But legally, yes, it is allowable in Georgia, but we just cannot do it because the infrastructure does not exist, right? So if you do sign up for a remote online notarization, you prove that you are a Georgia notary and they still let you in, run, because they are doing that illegally. So somebody getting in trouble and you probably gonna be the one in jail. And I will not visit you. Also, would you recommend taking a loan signing agent course as a notary in Georgia? Danielle, whose course are you thinking about taking, first of all? Thank you for the early birthday wishes. I appreciate that, you guys. The fee is definitely travel and convenience. Yep, absolutely. Happy birthday. I appreciate it. Is it too late to join your class? Miss Lizzie, I don't have a specific class. Look, my Notary Buddy community, I know I said last call. I know I misspoke. That's just a Notary Buddy community because you're on TikTok. In my link in my pro bio, what is it? Link in my bio. Is that what it says? Yeah, that's how you say it. That's always open. Always hop in. And there's a learning tab in there when you sign in. I think the first tab is like home or discussion or something like that, but the second tab is learning tab. All my courses are in there. All my resources are in there. Everything's in there. Let me say this. I know some of y'all already hopped off. I should have said it earlier. If you go there and you do see a course with a $sign, because I did do my Georgia notary training, like the notary stuff, I'm trying to put it together. I mistakenly dropped it in there too soon, but it is I think it's $149 that's tied to it. Do not pay for that. I have it there because that training is only for Georgia notaries, and my Georgia notaries will get a coupon. My Georgia notary buddies. Hey, Miss Latia, I see you joined the community. I'll make sure you're in there. My Georgia notary buddies will get a coupon that makes as 100% discount. So if you click on it and you pay for it, I'm gonna send you your money back and kick you out because it's only for Georgia notaries, right? But everything else up in there is free. So that was the only way that I could think of within the limitations of my CRM system to keep anybody that's not a Georgia notary from out of the Georgia notary training, because it ain't gonna help you. We talking specifically for notarizing in Georgia. I will put a general notary thing out there like, hey, this is how you complete generally, this is how you complete a notarial block. But again, that's still going to be different because California got rules. Every Texas have rules. Everybody has their own rules to follow. So that's why I don't do general notary training, because it's too dang on much for everybody to get a hold of. So yep, that's hope that answered your question, Miss Lizzie. I think I saw you join the community. So yep. I saw it on the National Notary website. What was that? About doing Ron. That's what you're talking about, Danielle? For Georgia, yeah, they have stuff up there. So if you go through it, it should kick you out and not let you finish the remote online notarization thing for them. Again, they are a fantastic resource, but I have just come to the realization that for us specifically, let me answer that loan signing question, that course. On the NNA, that's what you're saying. Okay, it made sense now. The NNA. Gotcha. Okay, you corrected me. Perfect. See, it took me a minute. It made sense in a second. But the loan signing course on the NNA, I think they revamped it since I last took it. Well, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't, and I know if there's signing service owners on here, please don't get mad at me. Take what I say with a grain of salt. You can run your business the way you run it. The NNA, I remember I'm entering my 4th year as a notary. I took the test in the very beginning because I was brand new. I didn't know what I didn't know. And then it comes a second time around for us to recertify. I recertified once, never again, because I don't need it to build my business, right? Even if I'm assisting with real estate transactions, the way that I'm going now is I'm working directly with attorneys. I'm working directly with out-of-state title companies, right? And not a single one, not all of 20, so far in 25, 24, and half of 23, when I stopped taking that dang on renewal test, not a single one has asked me for that. Yes, I understand that people set the NNA as a golden standard, but we need to remember that's a golden standard. That's not a law. That's not a rule. And if any company requires you to take that specific training, then I won't work with them. I will not. There's another company out there is like, we will only send you signings if you sign up for our training. I'm like, I've taken a signing with you before and I called for clarification and the person on the other end could not answer my question because it was specifically clarification in Georgia. I don't hold that against them, but then what they told me to do was illegal for me to do. I'm like, nah, nah. That's my experience. So once you understand and let's go take it the first time, learn what you learn out of there. But again, for us in Georgia, I don't know. I really don't know how I feel about it. I do believe you need to be educated, but do I feel you're going to make your money back from paying for those courses at that level? I don't know. Georgia Notary Buddies, is it worth it? I know the education's worth it. I can say that. But making your money back, I don't know. I don't know. That's why I stopped doing it. Because it wasn't, in the grand scheme of things, it did not make sense for me financially to keep on doing these certifications that are just recommendations when my standard of operation is already surpasses their recommendations. Hear me out, right? The way that I operate already surpasses their high level recommendations. So it wasn't worth it for me personally. But first time around, take it, sure. Do the lowest package that you can that makes sense, right? Don't pay for all the bells and whistles to get listed on their thing, to get listed on signingagent.org. I ain't never get a job off there. And when I call the NNA, y'all look, I'm not bashing them at all. But when I call them, because my mom was paying for did I do it the first year? Because we were alternating. I think I paid the first year and never called. My mom paid the second year because we do this together, right? And so the second year I had far more questions because I was more busy, right? And so I had far more questions. I love the ladies there dearly. Like I know some of them and I really appreciate what they're doing, but I think it will be far better, especially for us attorney states, if they like, I don't know how many work there, but if they took the 50 states, split them up, and it's like, okay, you are in charge of these 7 states. Still know California, of course, but like know these 7 states. So if somebody calls from these 7 states, you don't need to know everything, but you need to know enough to guide them to where to get the information. Because isn't that what I'm paying you for? The 5, 6 times that we called, the answer was incorrect every single time. And it's disheartening for me. I'm not saying that they're terrible, right? Ask them California questions all day, ask them Texas questions all day. But when it comes to us attorney states, every question was wrong. Because I turned around and called the clerk's authority, I'm like, that don't sound right. That don't sound right. And they're like, no, if you do that, those documents will be rejected and you will be under investigation. I'm like, God damn. Sorry, whoops. So, don't pay for the extra stuff. Take the loan signing course if you want to. Learn what you need to learn and get up on out of there. But yeah, so asking me a different option because I don't know who I'm happy with right now with loan signing training. I ain't happy with none of them because none of them helped me build my business. It was great that it helped me go through documents, but as far as because a lot of it is marketing components and a lot of the marketing doesn't work here in Georgia. So don't pay for the extra stuff. So hopefully that helped. Somebody asked me a nicer question so I can get off this bad note because now my heart hurts. Danielle, look what you did. I'm messing with you. I am messing with you. Danielle, let's talk some more. Let's talk some more. No, girl, I'm just messing with you. Like I said, I'm messing with you. But anyway, y'all, let's go ahead and land this plane because we are on 30 minutes past what we normally do. So as my notary buddies, I appreciate it. I am here Monday through Friday, so I will be here one more day this week. I will be here one more day this week. Is anybody offering immigration? Miss Kerwindy is asking if anybody offering immigration. Y'all better hurry up and answer her before I answer in this live. Immigration, as in Miss Kerwindy. Now I got another follow-up question for you. As in what? Because again, that's not my space, but I do have 2 friends that I'm going to lunch with next week. They both do immigration. Oh, I don't know what that means. Look, let me take a screenshot and send this to them. I'm like, who do IFC? Whoa, sorry. Hold on. Sorry, y'all. There you go. Sorry about that. I was trying to do a screenshot and I closed everything. So I'm gonna do a screenshot. Oh, immigration form specialist. I think my girl Toya does it. Let me ask her. They night owls. I can text them as soon as we off here and they'll respond. So I'll send a screenshot and say, who do this? And I have a screenshot and I'll say, reach out to Miss Kerwindy. So yeah, I don't know what you need, but I'll connect you. Because normally I'll ask some questions. So I'm like, okay, I don't even know the screening questions I ask. So I'm gonna just connect you right on over. Whichever one of them say, hey, I do this. That's what I'm gonna connect you with. But anyway, y'all, have a fantastic evening. You will see me back here tomorrow night at 7:30 p.m. That's Eastern time. Normally I try to keep these as an hour. We always go over by like 20, 30 minutes, but this time went over a whole hour. So I will see y'all tomorrow. And as I always say, my notary buddies, please be safe out there. Always be kind. Always be kind no matter what. And you got this. I believe in y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow night. Bye ya. Good night. Good night. Where we at? YouTube. Let's go ahead and close.